हेलो फ्रेंड्स, वेलकम टू जी सेंट्री। सो इस लेक्चर में हम थर्ड एलिमेंट को पढ़ेंगे, दैट इज कैपेसिटर। सो प्रीवियसली वी हैड सीन रेसिस्टर एंड इंडक्टर। सो कैसे फेज में रहते हैं? रेसिस्टर विल बी ऑलवेज द वोल्टेज एंड करंट विल बी इन फेज। ओके, सो उस पावर को क्या कहते हैं हम? रियल पावर। बट हियर इन दी two elements, that is inductor and capacitor, it will not be active power or real power. We will call it as reactive power because they have the imaginary terms. Okay, so we will see now the capacitor. Okay, this is the capacitor which is given a source supply, that is the current supply of the value Im cos omega t. Okay, so when current I is flowing in this direction, then plus will be here and minus will be there because it's a passive element, and the voltage across the C is Vc of t. So what is the formula for writing the voltage? So it is nothing but, how do you find the voltage across this capacitor? 1 by C integration I of t into dt. Okay, so this is the formula for finding the voltage across the capacitor. Okay, so now we know what is I of t, that is Im cos of omega t into dt. So this integration is with respect to t, not omega t. So this omega will be a constant, it will come out. Okay, so now this Im is constant. Okay, so Im by C. Now we have got integration of cos is nothing but sine. So sine omega t, and this omega, it will not be in multiplication but in the denominator. Okay, if it was differentiation then it would have come in the numerator, but now since it is integration, it will come in the denominator. So this Im by C omega, we can replace it with Vm sine omega t. So this is Vc of t. So where this Vm is, so where Vm is equal to Im upon C times omega. Okay, so now if we have to draw the phasor of this one, okay, so first I will write formula for I of t, that is, or for I, what will be the formula? Im by root 2. Phase angle, it is cos, so it is starting with 0 degree, so I will write here it as 0 degree. Next for voltage, it is Vm over root 2. Now consider this one, what we have got? Vm sin omega t. So we have to take both the references as same. So to convert it into cos, what we will write here? 0 minus 90 degree. Okay. Now we will draw the phasor for this one. Okay, so this is 0 degree, so we will take I as the reference. So this is 0 degree. Now this is in minus, so minus means it is clockwise direction. Okay, so this is 90 degree. So this 0 degree is reference with current I, and this is voltage. So now what is the sentence that we can write? I is here, V is here, so which is leading? Okay, so the phasor rotation is always anti-clockwise. Okay, so this will move in this direction, so V is behind I. So it means that I leads V by 90 degrees, or you can say V lags I by 90 degrees. Okay, so this is the statement you can write. Now if you see, take a practical system, all the electrical appliances are connected in parallel. Okay, so in parallel we have learned that voltage will be same. Okay, the voltage across all the elements will be same provided there are no branch elements in between. Okay, but what will vary in that? It is the current factor that varies between the parallel connection. So whenever we draw the phasor diagram, okay, we can either take voltage or current as reference, but we will take voltage as reference because it will be constant in the practical application, as it will not vary in the parallel. So what is the varying quantity we have? That is current I. Okay, so basically we will be taking voltage as the reference, or with respect to voltage we will define these sentences. Okay, so this is nothing but V lags I by 90 degrees. Okay, so now we will do the impedance. Okay, so impedance is nothing but Z. Impedance is Z. Okay, so Z is equal to nothing but V upon I. Z is equal to V upon I. So now this V is Vm upon root 2. Okay, so it is here minus 90 degree. Then I is Im by root 2, 0 degrees. Okay, so this root 2 and this root 2 gets cancelled. So it is Vm upon Im minus 90 degree. But what we have Vm? Vm is Im upon C omega. So Im to C omega into Im, then we have minus 90 degree. So this is nothing but here I'll just write it, one angle 90 degrees plus J and one angle minus 90 degrees minus J. Okay, so here this I can replace it with minus J. Minus J. Now this Im and this Im gets cancelled. So this is minus J. So 1 over omega C, I will write it as xc. So where this xc is 1 upon C omega. Omega C. Okay, I'll write it in this way, omega C. Okay, so this is the, what is it? Impedance. Okay, when real part is 0. So this is the impedance that we get. Okay, so this we will call it as capacitive reactance. So in the inductor case we called it inductive reactance, but in this case it is capacitor, it is capacitive reactance. So what is the unit for this one? Ohms. Okay, it is ohmic value. So in that case also we had ohmic value J, but we had got plus JXL, this is minus JXC. Okay, so whenever it comes, basically we write Z is equal to R plus JXC or XL. So here it is C, so we will write XC. Okay, whenever this real part, that is resistive, it will be 0. So Z, what we will get? Capacitive reactance. Capacitive reactance. Okay, so this is about the capacitor. So now if you see the instantaneous power, so instantaneous power, it is nothing but P of t into, equals to V of t into I of t. So what is V of t? We have written it as Vm sin omega t. Okay, and this is Im cos omega t. So again if we divide and multiply by 2, we will get sin 2 omega t. So this is the instantaneous power. Now if we take the P average, since it is the same formula as in the case of inductor, the power average will also be 0. Okay, so when we draw the graph of this one, multiply it and divide it by 2, you will get alternating plus and minus. So when you take the average of the plus and minus sinusoidal wave, then you will get average value as 0. So this is the calculation for the instantaneous power at given time t, and this is for P average. Okay, so now this we can write it as, since it is a imaginary term, we can write it as I square RMS into XC. Okay, so this XC is nothing but what we have seen here, capacitive reactance. Okay, or we can also write it as V square RMS upon XC, but this will not be in the form of ohmic value, it will be in the form of VAR. Okay, volt ampere reactance. Okay, so this is about the average value. So basically when you write it as Z is equal to R plus J, Z is equal to R plus J XC, then what will happen? Okay, just I will take it as Jx. If R is 0, okay, then if it is let us take inductive, then you will get Z is equal to JXL. Okay, so now when if you have got Similarly, if you have got, let us take Z is equal to, now we have got R plus JXC. Okay, so is it J plus JXC or minus JXC? It is minus. Okay, so here it will be minus. So what it is, when real power is 0, what we will get? Minus JXC, that is in the form of capacitive reactance, and here it is inductive reactance. So for always, if it's positive plus J, so it will be inductive, and minus J it is capacitive. Okay, so where here XL is omega L, okay, and XC is omega 1 by omega C. Okay, so this is the, okay, so whenever this real part is 0, active power is 0, then you will get reactive power. Okay, that is Q in terms of Q. So this is about the capacitor. Then we will see in the next lecture the combination of the RL, RC and RLC in series as well as in parallel. So after this one, there is one more concept, that is peak factor and form factor. Okay, just we will see the definition of them. Okay, and then we will move on to the series circuit of R and L. Okay, thank you.